Welcome to our historical series. Today we look at the life of Julia Child, who demystified French cuisine for Americans and left an enduring legacy of joy, humor, and a love of diverse culinary traditions that transformed American cooking. Child was born on August 15, 1912, in Pasadena, California. The eldest of three children born to John McWilliams, a wealthy investment banker, and Julia Carolyn, a paper company heiress. In her youth, Child enjoyed playing sports such as basketball and tennis. After college, where she majored in history, she briefly worked as a copywriter and editor in New York. In 1941, with the onset of World War II, Child joined the Office of Strategic Services, the precursor to the Central Intelligence Agency. She quickly rose in the ranks, moving from typist to a top-secret researcher. Notably, during her time at OSS, Child was responsible for developing a shark repellent during World War II that helped keep sharks away from underwater explosives. Her intelligence work took her to various locations, including Kandy, Ceylon, now Sri Lanka, where she met her future husband, Paul Child, also a member of the OSS. After the war, Julia and Paul moved to Paris, where Paul, a diplomat, was stationed. Julia quickly fell in love with French cooking and had the opportunity to study at the Cordon Bleu Cooking School, where she learned the intricacies of French cooking under the guidance of some of the finest chefs. It wasn't until she met her husband that Child began cooking and found joy in making food. Paul was a foodie and imparted his enthusiasm to Julia. Julia's time at Le Cordon Bleu was transformative, but not without its challenges. As the only woman in her class and more than 6 feet tall, she was an exuberant presence in the kitchen, but she faced skepticism and occasional condescension from her male counterparts. However, her determination and love for the craft propelled her forward until her graduation in 1951. Child then turned to the challenge of introducing French cuisine to an American audience unfamiliar with its nuances. In collaboration with Simone Beck and Louisette Berthel, she co-authored the groundbreaking cookbook Mastering the Art of French Cooking, which was published in 1961. This comprehensive guide demystified French culinary techniques for an American audience, making gourmet cooking accessible to home cooks. Mastering the Art of French Cooking was a groundbreaking book. It was the first comprehensive cookbook on French cuisine to be published in English. The book was a huge success, and it made Julia Child a household name. In 1963, Child launched her own cooking show on PBS called The French Chef. The show was an instant hit, and it made her a beloved figure in American culture. The French Chef was one of the first cooking shows on television, and it revolutionized the way Americans cooked and ate. Child taught viewers how to make classic French dishes such as beef bourguignon, coq au vin, and crème brûlée in a way that was both entertaining and informative. One of Julia Child's enduring contributions to the culinary world is her emphasis on the joy of cooking. She had a charismatic and unpretentious demeanor that made gourmet cooking seem approachable and enjoyable for everyone. Her famous phrase, "If you're afraid of butter, use cream," reflected her philosophy of indulgence and moderation, promoting the idea that good food is meant to be savored. Child continued to write cookbooks and host cooking shows throughout her career. The love story between Julia and Paul added a romantic dimension to her culinary journey. Paul, an artist and photographer, contributed significantly to the visual appeal of Julia's cookbooks. His keen eye for detail and artistic sensibilities complemented Julia's culinary expertise, creating a harmonious blend of words and images that made their work distinctive. Julia Child died in her sleep on August 13, 2004, at the age of 91, after having her last meal that night of French onion soup. She credited her long and adventurous life to eating red meat and drinking gin. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate your support. Until next time, farewell.